I'm here to discuss about this specific lens. It's a long time coming. Now I bought a Viltrox 56mm. So I'll be testing this out on a shoot with a client of mine, and let's see how it will go. Okay, so this is the Viltrox 56. Let's do a real world test and not those studio type thingy. But hey, I still love buying a new lens. Oh, okay. So a lot of days later after I created the first part of this video, I'm very sorry, and I'm actually just filming in front of the window, so if the exposure is wrong, just deal with it. We're here to talk about the Viltrox 56 F1.7 XF or E. So in my last video I did an unboxing, I think, but basically the Viltrox 56 1.7 is bare bones. There's no dials, there's no clickable things, there's no customizable buttons, so everything that you need to do about this lens will be within the camera itself. But one thing that I really love and enjoy is that it has a USB-C, which will let you update the firmware for better upgrades on the software that is inside. Since this is a very new lens and Viltrox is known to update their lens even if it's like 5 years old, you're gonna have a good time with this. Also, this price is way better than its other brother, the 1.4. But Guyver, I'm hearing you guys now, I can't trade 1.4. Well, if you're mainly gonna use this for photography, 2.8, 2.0, 1.8, 1.7, 1.5 will do you good. Considering that this is a 75 to 85mm equivalent, the bokeh that you're concerned about is good. But in terms of the performance of this one, even at 1.7, it's really sharp. And if you're gonna dial it down to 2.8, you're gonna have pretty much a good time. As for the flares, I'm not gonna dive into that. You might want to check other YouTubers' video, and the main reason why is you don't really need to give a damn much of the time, because sometimes flares do make your photos looks better or have its character way more than the other one. So I'm just saying, it's a creative perspective, but nowadays you don't really care about those. Excuse me. So aside from that, this lens is very light. If I haven't said it yet, the box is very small and it's very compact. So if you're going to look at my Fujifilm X-T4 here, this is like the perfect travel camera. A portrait lens for a travel camera is really nice. So yeah, as for the colors, well, it's gonna depend on which camera that you'll be using, and I'm very tired of people like, oh, the colors of that is good. It's gonna depend. If you're using a Sony, you have the most basic bare bones standard profile. If you're using Fuji, they have their own color science. If you're using Nikon, Canon, they will also have their color profile. So in terms of that, you don't really need to care that much as long as there's not a lot of color fringing. And in terms of that, I didn't see any that is barely noticeable or that is quite concerning. So with that, I'm quite happy with the Viltrox 56 1.7. So yeah, I don't want this video to be very long because you need to get one of this, because this is a lifesaver, especially if you want to do portraits or just really want to have like some sort of a character in your photos, and if you're in an APS-C body. So yeah, I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Bye bye.